Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Today we're talking about the huge update that dropped 2.3.0 with so many quality of life changes that personally I've been asking for, and well, they're here. Right, so let's get into them. And we're also going to be looking at the data mine that was done of the previous server-side update. There were some really big changes going forward to Wizards Unite Fan Festival, some freebies in there that we're going to be getting, so we'll be getting into that as well. But first, let's get into the feature updates. So this was posted on Harry Potter the Reddit, and it wasn't posted by Phases. It was posted by HPWU Arkosu. So usually these are posted by Phases, but one huge update which I have been asking for massively is, I mean, I asked for just like a symbol next to the ones that you can take AR photos of, but now we have this toggle switch that highlights those that are, that you will be able to take a picture of in AR. So this just means that I can shift through this and I don't have to check every single individual one, because I don't remember everyone that is, everyone that you're able to take a picture with in AR. I mean, it does highlight how bare some of these are, but huge quality of life change, which means AR photos are going to be easier to think about taking now. Also, encounters. You will now be able to take AR photos of a foundable before starting the encounter, as long as one of its fragments has been returned to the registry. So, if we go to an encounter, let's say a snitch, if I put AR on now, I am able to take an AR photo of it, so I don't have to do the whole toggle switch. I can just take a photo of it. I mean, it's currently on my laptop, so this doesn't really work, but look at his face. So we're now able to do that, which is cool. Definitely something that I've been wanting. I've been wondering why you can't take photos of things. It'd be nice if you could move them around and shrink them, but hey, we can't have everything. Because every time you try to take an AR photo of somebody, you'd have that search tap thing in the way. So that's a nice little change. You'll now be able to see the number of fragments you'll have seen. So when I went into that, you can see at the top of the page, now it tells you how many fragments you have of a certain thing, which kind of gives you a little bit of insight whether you need to, whether you actually need to use your energy on capturing that foundable. The confirmation pop-up received when fleeing an encounter, as you've just seen there, is now gone. It's not exactly in a place where you're going to accidentally hit, and a lot of people are saying it kind of just slows everything down, especially when you're just checking for a rare out of some of these. That means, like, when you got to get out of the house really quick and you've only got like a couple of minutes to check some of these, it means that we're going to be able to go through some of these and check whether you need them very quickly, especially like if you're on the go as well. So if you're going on a bus or something, that you'll be able to do that a lot quicker. So a huge, very small tweak, but something that was definitely needed. Ministry ID, you can now see your XP in your Ministry ID. I'm not actually sure where. If I click my portrait, it doesn't say it, but it says you'll now be able to see your Wizarding XP from your Ministry ID, which is something that I hugely wanted, because it has your XP bar, and I always press that when I'm looking to check how much XP I have. Then I have to go like that, then I have to do that, but it doesn't look like it's there. We've got some assets to download. Imagine for a lot of people on their phones, this is getting a little bit crazy now in terms of how much space it's taking. Thankfully the S10 has a huge amount of space on it. So I don't know where that is, but that'll be on it. Tap and hold your badge under Wizarding Achievements to see a reminder of how you received the achievement. Okay, so that's a pretty cool update. General updates. We've got a disable screen sleeping option. It's now available in the settings menu. This will keep your phone from going into sleep while you play the game. So if I turn my phone upside down, it will go to sleep, but you can take that off now. Not a huge update, but I mean, I quite like using the screen sleeping mode. They've also added photo mode to the Flock of Memos encounter. So previously we didn't have this as an AR photo, which is good to see that they are potentially changing some of these. It's in ministry, isn't it? So obviously we see there we can now take a photo of it in AR. I hope the plan is that they will be doing this for. I don't know where. There's no camera. Don't know where the rest has gone. I'm hoping that they will do that for the rest of them. It's quite slow progress. I'd like to see like 10 that was done for this update, but hey, we might see the same happen over the next year for all the other encounters. We also have new encounters and oddities have been added to the game, which are actually in the registry at the moment, but we're going to be going through what a couple of those might be. We have bug fixes, fixed an issue with dancing dummies aura skill, which is something a lot of people has been on and off, fixed and not fixed. A huge bug. They resolved an issue that kept beta players from receiving a redacted report, so they had the red dot of death. Death, but just annoyance. It would annoy you to death. They have that now. General known issues. There's a lot of issues that they've known that are actually in the game currently. I'm not going to go through all of these because well, they're boring, because there's known issues but haven't been fixed. But you guys can go and check that in the link I'll put down below and see if there are any things that you want changing that will be coming soon. Okay, right, now it is time to get into the DATAMINE section. This is looking at the information contained in the 2.30 DATAMINE, all the information within it, behind the scenes, things that will be coming with that. So, first of all, setting us off for Wizards Unite Fan Festival, we have Dragons Registry information. So these will be added to the oddities section, and we have all the details on them, the description, and I'll be talking about how you obtain some of these as well. But we have the Antipodean Opalier, Chinese Fireball, Peruvian Vipertooth, and Common Welsh Green, which we knew were already coming, but it will also list the return location. So we have China, New Zealand, Peru, Wales, which looks like that's going to be the regions potentially where they are, because these are going to be regional specific. So we're probably going to see the Antipodean Opali in Australasia. China, Asia will probably see the Chinese Fireball. Peru, South America will probably get Peruvian Vipertooth, and UK, Europe probably will get the Common Welsh Green. Now, during Wizards Unite Fan Festival, these are going to be spawning. I'm not too happy about the strength of these guys, so it has been he's also done a breakdown of some of the stats on these, and they're less strong than a Horned Serpent, which is a little bit disappointing. I feel like they should be slightly harder, being that they're dragons. Horned Serpent, dragon. I mean, I'd be choosing a dragon any day. We also have some eggs there for each one. Now, these will be acquirable through 1K portkeys, portmanteaus, that you'll find during Wizards Unite Fan Festival. I mean, I'm happy that we'll probably be able to walk so many and get those eggs alongside with catching some of the dragons, so before they disperse into their different regions. But it's pretty clever on Niantic part. I mean, that's going to cost a lot of silver keys in the 2 days that we're there, or 1 day, because we might not have access to the second day. So, I mean, clever part on Wednesday night, Niantic, they're going to earn a lot of extra money through that. But nice and accessible on the 1 day that we are there. So, I mean, to be honest, I'd rather that they were in 1Ks. Next we have Hogwarts School page, Moving Staircase 2, Registry Information, Wild Boar, Portraits of Godric Gryffindor, Portrait of Helga Hufflepuff, Portrait of Rowena Ravenclaw, Portrait of Salazar Slytherin come in. I still feel a little bit like annoyed when they add a new page, which I feel like I shouldn't be, but just because you made progress in all the other ones, and I know from doing a ton of challenges, is that every time they add it, it means you're gonna end up wasting a ton of runes just to get one page, because I'm already on bronze on I'm not actually technically on bronze, but I've already completed the fragments for Hogwarts School. So, but hey, we got something. And now we also have added new brilliant foundables. So going forward into a future event, we have brilliant Alistair Moody, brilliant Grathorn Young, brilliant Nagini from Fantastic Beasts 2, brilliant Nymphadora Tonks, and brilliant Zuwu. Yes, can't wait to see the Zuwu in the game. Hoping we can take that in AR. I mean, it'll be really interesting to see how they captured it. Hopefully it will be. Added 2 new characters, Charlie Weasley and Rita Skeeter. Added new characters where? They added these 2 other portraits? I haven't yet seen them. Added new titles, Dragon Handler and Reporter. So these will be, I'm guessing Dragon Handler will be capturing so many dragons. Reporter maybe capturing so many pieces of information or so many Rita Skeeters. I don't know. I think maybe the amount of information that you find through the storyline. Name of Seamus Finnegan is in registry has changed from Quidditch fan Seamus Finnegan to Quidditch tryouts Seamus Finnegan. Yeah, because he's wearing a Quidditch kit, but did he ever play? He tried out. They've also added some text for max number of XXX fragments. So map collection items collected, you've found a foundable fragment. Map collection items for capacity, you've collected the maximum number of fragments. So just when you've got max number of fragments, I'm not sure what that one means. Map collection items collected, you found a foundable fragment. So just some added text, nothing huge. Notification text when you collect dragon egg foundables. So just a little bit of text. So this is what we, after you've caught it, the text that goes after it. Dragon eggs on the map and in form of portkey. Okay, so it'd be great if you could actually get some of those eggs in the wild as well as through portkeys. Walking event 1k. So as I said, you'll get them through walking 1 kilometer eggs during the event. Portkey for the different types. Name and description of Fan Festival. So Fan Festival Indianapolis The Calamity has manifested a huge number of never seen before dragon foundables at White River State Park. And Charlie Weasley needs help saving them. Alright, so characters been added. These are into the little text. So, we had Professor McGonagall in the last brilliant event, her text with her. It looks like we're going to have text from Charlie Weasley and maybe in the future from Rita Skeeter. New tasks have been added. So new tasks for Wolf will be added that make so many new friends, perform so many type spellcasts, take so many amount of portraits, photos of foundables, that's good, take so many photos of portrait photo, and use master notes on amount of potions. So these are pretty cool little extra tasks that we're going to be getting during the event, and I like that they're encouraging taking AR photos, because I know I'm going to be taking a ton whilst I'm over there. Next we have potions. So this is the tonic for trace detection. It increases your magical perception of magical traces. Your perception of magical traces revealing more as you explore. So this is your insights, as I guessed in my last video. Facebook friends also added text help for feature add the ability to add Facebook friends for ease of use. That would be cool. A lot of text there, and more selfie avatar stuff. So different lenses for Professor Flitwick robe, Professor Prout's mock robe, Sirius black robe, Dumbledore grey hair, his purple coat, and Hermione bushy hair, if you want to look like Hermione. Lens of Ollivander hair and Ollivander outfit, and the Dumbledore coat, Dumbledore hat, and the sticker brilliant stamp. The brilliant's just stickers. No, the dragons will actually be dragons. And we can see some of the pictures of some of these that will be added. We've got a portrait of a wild boar, portrait of Godric Gryffindor there, Helga Hufflepuff, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Salazar Slytherin. Yeah, I mean, these all look really good. Yeah, and some of the different eggs, we can see pictures of those. I wonder if they stuck to how they look in. I imagine they have. Yep, and the proven Viper Tooth, I think is black. Oh, that is a proven Viper Tooth. Proven Viper Tooth egg. Oh no, it's not black. Oh, it's got black with teal. That's a cool egg. So loads of different things that we're going to be able to get, not just dragons, during the event. And that is it. Huge update coming our way. A ton of exciting changes, especially preparing us from Wizards Unite Fan Festival. So this is also update related to some of this. So yes, this had some extra details in before we got the update last night. So this gave us some stats on the individual dragons. As you can see, their attack is weak, their HP is weaker than a horned serpent. Yeah, they're a severe threat. It also gives you an indication on how many fragments you'll need to prestige each level. So we're going to have to catch a ton of these in the few days that we have them. So we don't know how common they're going to be, how long they're going to spawn for, but it's going to make it very difficult to complete these pages outside, because it means that you can't, in Pokemon Go, you can collect a Pokemon and your dex is complete. With this, if you go to, let's say from the start off, you haven't even been to Wizards Unite Fan Festival. If you go to Europe, you get a dragon, you're going to catch your 10 fragments of that, then you got to go to Asia and then catch them. Then you got to go to New Zealand, then you got to go to South America, and then you got to do it all again, because you're going to have to prestige it. You're not going to be able to get bronze, silver, gold. So I feel like that element really is going to encourage you having to travel if you ever want to complete that. But that's why it's going to be pushing us on the day to prestige all those pages, if possible. So yeah, it says the egg for wolf will be in form of Portkey 1K. We also have some of the ingredients for brew. So we'd seen some of these yesterday in the Baneberry and the Bulbadox juice, or Angel's Trumpet, but we're also going to have a Bulbadox juice and a Rumpent Horn. Some of these will be needs new seed packets that we'll be able to find, the Baneberry and Angel's Trumpet. The rest I imagine will be in the wild. They'll take 7 hours to grow, and the whole potion will take 7 hours to brew, which is pretty good considering the time it takes to brew elixir. It also gives us some insight as to the gesture as well. Now, in addition to some of those changes, we also have store packs coming. So these will be available, I imagine, in Diagon Alley. Back to Hogwarts, there'll be a specials pack where you can get 50 spell energy and 4 silver keys. Whether you have to pay for that, I imagine you will, but it looks like this will reintroduce the ability to get spell energy, because currently in the game that's been taken away. We'll also get a store pack trace detection for free, it looks like. This will include 1 free trace detection, 10 Vault ingredients capacity increase, Vault potions capacity increase, and Vault seeds and water capacity increase for free. So they're pretty decent, the fact that they're saying, okay, well, you're going to get all these new ingredients to search for and new seeds, and as a result of that, we're going to increase your capacity to be able to hold them, rather than having to purchase them. Bulbadox juice, Angel's Trumpet, and Rumpent Horn and Baneberry, so we'll be able to brew some as well. Store pack global challenge. So this looks like for Wizards Unite Fan Festival, we'll get a free gift, which will give us 3 silver keys and 1 badge, a special badge for Global Event 2019, which is nice to get something like an official that other people might not get through not being there. Selfie stuff as well. We're going to get some additions for that that will make it a little bit more fun. We've got the badge. We've got Badge Indie 2019 as well. We've got the Frame Daily Profit Indianapolis. So it looks like they may have like an individual paper with Indianapolis details on. Frame for Dragonfire as well, so that'll be cool. Sticker for Wizards Unite Fan Festival. WP Warner Brothers. I don't know. What does WP stand for, guys? Lens Augusta Longbottom. We've got a Dumbledore tall hat and pointed witches hats for all houses. So rather than just having a witches hat, you've got our own little custom one for whatever house you're in. And that is everything. The biggest update so far, for sure. This has some really big changes that will, setting us up for Wizards Unite Fan Festival, and also just for, even if you're not, there's loads of things in terms of like the new incense type thing and quality of life changes that I just think make this game A, more more enjoyable to play, and B, more just gives us evidence that they're listening. That what we say, those quality of life changes that we're asked for, they're listening to, and they're prepared to make those changes, which is good. I feel heard, definitely. In one of the videos that I put out this week, changes have already, wiped that clean. The problems that I had raised with it are now not problems because of the changes that they made. So, thank you, Niantic. Okay, that's all for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content and information. That is all from me. See you guys soon.